Former New South Wales Deputy Liberal leader Stuart Ayres has told Sky News he is not focused on a cabinet comeback, with his immediate challenge defending his ultra-marginal seat. Labor views picking up Penrith as pivotal to its prospects of a state election win. I was on the ground speaking to voters set to decide this crucial contest.
I don't think this election is about me.
On the banks of the Nepean River, Penrith is the scenic setting for a tight race where a razor-thin 0.6% margin separates Labor and Liberal.
Would you classify yourself as a swing voter?
Most definitely, yeah.
Stuart Ayres has held the seat since 2010, but after a tumultuous term where he assumed, then lost, the deputy leadership, his incumbency is under threat. For the second election in a row, he's up against former Penrith Mayor Karen McKeown, who thinks 2023 is the year Labor takes it back.
I'm feeling very confident. Cost of living is coming up every single day at the doors.
Polls don't really worry me too much, to be frank. I don't even really look at them anymore.
Stuart Ayres was forced out from the deputy leadership and cabinet while being investigated over his involvement in the appointment of former Deputy Premier John Barilaro to a lucrative Trade Commissioner role in New York.
Oh, there's no doubt it's been a challenging year. I wouldn't be volunteering to have 2022 all over again.
An independent inquiry eventually cleared Stuart Ayres of not breaching the ministerial code of conduct.
Everywhere I go around this community, I get people who come up to me and say it was really great to see that you've been cleared.
So that issue is not going to affect you at all when you go to the polls?
No, it's not, no.
Almost everyone we spoke to around the Penrith town centre and Main Street were swing voters.
Stuart Ayres, he's been doing an okay job?
Yeah, mate, he'll do.
I think Labor.
Many voters here are still angry about how Sydney's West was treated during the 2021 COVID Delta outbreak. Suburbs were hit with stricter restrictions and longer lockdowns than Sydney's East and North. But some locals here do credit Dominic Perrottet for his pandemic performance.
Yeah, the lockdowns, the vaccinations, they were pushing towards mandates. He seemed to step back from that, and I found that positive.
It's also a region that's been severely affected by flooding in the past 2 years. Stuart Ayres wants to raise the Warragamba Dam wall.
The single best thing that we can do to mitigate floods in this community is raise Warragamba Dam wall.
Labor don't support raising the dam wall and instead are focused on expanding out evacuation routes and building tougher levees.
It's not just about flooding, we've got bushfires as well, so it's being able to get our people out.
Flood evacuation routes don't stop water getting in your living room.
Rivers of money usually flow into marginal seats. A new multi-sports indoor stadium will be built in the electorate, and the controversial $300 million rebuild of Penrith Stadium that was put on the back burner after Premier Dominic Perrottet diverted funds to flood victims. It will be built if Stuart Ayres and the coalition are re-elected.
We're committed to that without a shadow of a doubt.
The money could be spent better on health and education and things like that.
Premier Dominic Perrottet has promised Stuart Ayres a cabinet comeback if he can retain Penrith. Chris Minns, meanwhile, chose Penrith to launch his Kickstart the election year rally.
We have the chance to vote for a fresh start in New South Wales.
Voters here can expect more money and promises in this key election battleground.